Hello everyone. Today we are talking about a favorite topic of mine, and that is anger. Why is it a favorite topic? Because for so long and for years and in my own upbringing, anger was a repressed emotion. I did not feel safe expressing anger, and expressing anger brought about a lot of fear inside of me. Fear of being judged, fear of being abandoned, fear of losing out on love and connection. Love and connection are such core human needs. So recognizing anger for what it is such an important part of the process and such an important part of emotional mastery, which is a program that I run. And so often I need to, hey Stephanie, good to see you here. Anger is a big one, wouldn't you agree, Stephanie? Such a big, massive emotion that we've been suppressing for so long. Creating a safe space where we can feel into anger is in fact liberating. So what can you do to feel safe around anger? What can you do to allow your kids to safely express anger? As for me, from the journey I've had and from my understanding and mastery around what emotions are about, I actually get excited when my kids start to express anger because I know that the breakthrough is coming. Anger allows us to be at that edge to a breakthrough. Anger is that emotion, yes, Stephanie, anger is that emotion that takes us onto the other side. We cannot go through anxiety, or we cannot work around anxious feelings if we haven't addressed anger. We cannot work around overwhelm if some way we haven't addressed the anger. We cannot go through procrastination if we haven't addressed the anger that is sitting under. Anger is such a beautiful and powerful emotion. Allow it to be a safe emotion to be expressed in your home. I have a big note on my daughter's wall that says, I give myself permission to feel angry. It is okay, it is safe to feel anger. Once we allow this, it's no longer repressed. Once we allow for anger to be a safe emotion to be expressed, it no longer needs to be an outburst, because outburst happens from suppression and from emotions being repressed. If we allow this emotion to be safely expressed, guess what? It no longer is a threat. There no longer is fear around it, because when there's anger and it's repressed or suppressed, fear comes along with it, and fear and anger act like a vicious circle to each other. As we get angry, we are afraid of our own emotion. We are afraid of how it's going to manifest. We find ourselves judging ourselves. And thank you, Jana, that's right. We must feel safe, and to allow, we need to give ourselves permission. So I allow myself, it is safe for me to feel angry. And when we do this, it no longer becomes a threat to us and threat to the people around us. There are so many safe ways to process emotions, and processing anger is a beautiful and safe, it's a safe emotion to process if we know how to. And knowing how to is key. And this is why I run my beautiful program, Emotional Mastery for Kids. We've got gorgeous moms here who are watching this live who are part of this program. And they experience on a day-to-day basis what it is like to feel free and safe in expressing emotions. As we become and feel safe in our emotions, that's where confidence comes in. As we feel safe in expressing anger and expressing big and difficult emotions, guess what? We hold space for our kids to be able to express and feel safe within their own emotions. Just to reiterate on an incident that I faced with my own 15-year-old over the weekend. She was feeling angry, she was feeling anxious, and it's an emotion. It's an emotion that comes about, and thoughts then attach to its emotion. As the emotion of anger came up, her thoughts started to match the emotion that she was feeling. Do you think we are ever run short of thoughts about why we need to feel angry? They're always there. If we acknowledge the emotion and hold space for it, there is no need to fall into the drama that unfolds when we feel an emotion like anger. So yes, anger can be a dangerous emotion, but it's only dangerous because we haven't allowed it to feel safe. We haven't allowed it to express itself. We haven't given it permission to be okay to feel angry. So there are so many safe ways of expressing and processing emotions of anger, and holding space for them, going through the cycle, sitting with it, feeling it in our body, allowing it to be, seeing what's underlying. There's always something underneath what needs to be what needs to be addressed. Is it feeling of not feeling good enough, feeling judged, feeling rejection? What's coming up? Let's address that. And the moment we address it, we unravel the pattern and we're able to see it what it is. We become the observer and we stop playing in the drama of it all. So becoming the observer of what's happening, of the thought processes that are attaching to the emotion, is where the gold lies. So I encourage you to come along to my half-day workshop happening on 13th of November, where I am sharing about emotions and how to process emotions. I'm sharing with all those who come along to my workshop my 7-step emergency emotion checklist. It tells you how to tune in, how to address, what to do with it, and how to safely come out the other side. The only way to overcome big feelings and big emotions like anger is not to work around it, but to work through it. To go through it is where we can feel the success. Hi Ankita, good to see you here. And with that, I invite you to come along to my half-day workshop. Ask me about emotional masteries, where I share how we master our emotions and gain greater confidence in ourselves and gain greater intuition, because that's where, as we master our emotions, we become more intuitive. That's where the flow of life unfolds for us. Our emotions are hold us back because we are emotional beings, and as we master our emotions, we master our being, and we are truly limitless. So I invite you on the journey. You can join me on my half-day workshop happening on the 13th. You can come along to my webinar, all free events. My webinar happening on Tuesday, where I talk about emotions of tantrum and supporting our kids through big emotions. So I look forward to seeing you there. I'll put the links in the comment section. Make sure to join us. See you all. Have a good day.